Hey, and welcome back to another ICH2 video. The sun is just starting to go down, but I've got just enough time, just enough battery, and just enough camcorder space to have a look at part 7 of the Your Model Railway Village series. As I say, I did mention in part 6 that we got some core underlay around the same sort of time with these parts, along with this shipment. So that's pretty cool, and I think I got it for free, or I got it for a very low price. But part 7 is easily the thinnest and smallest part we've seen so far, yet costs just the same as all the others. So let's open it up and see what we get. Right, so for the first time, I think what we've been given is scenery. Well, in a manner of speaking. We've got another piece of curved track, as is obvious, but that definitely looks like, well, it looks like something else that's illegal, but I think this is designed to be glued to a layout rather than be smoked or anything like that. So that looks like, well, scattergrass, doesn't it, or something to me? Yeah, definitely. Let's see what the actual magazine says. Part 7. A bus shelter for the village green. Okay. Railways and the class system. Wow. Right, I didn't even think you could do an article on that, but nope, they have. Okay, so build a bus shelter. Parts with this issue. Curved track, standard radius, yeah. Mid-green scatter for grass. Store this away safely and do not open the bag until you are ready to use it. Okay, but where is it supposed to be used? Because I'm assuming it's not for the bus shelter. You've not given us any parts for the bus shelter at all. Oh, hang on. Whoa! You will need a box of extra long Cook's safety matches, PVA adhesive (brackets wood glue brackets), a piece of card, for example, cut from a soap powder box or from the box in which the matches were supplied. You'll also need a sharp craft knife with spare blades, a cutting mat, a steel rule, a cocktail stick, cooking foil, sandpaper, a sharp pencil, tweezers, and a soft paintbrush. Gosh! Right. Okay, this is called scratch building, isn't it? This is where you make something completely from scratch using bits from all over the place, basically. So this isn't a kit at all. They genuinely do want us to build a bus shelter out of matchsticks using nothing but glue and a knife and the eye of a newt and a witch's feather and lots of other random stuff. Okay. That's a little bit odd, and not only is it a little bit odd, but it's really cheeky as well, because this is more stuff that we're going to go and have to buy ourselves. Okay, it's fairly inexpensive and it's pretty easy to get hold of, but still, I don't know, what are your thoughts on that? You see, I'm in two minds. On the one side of things, building something from scratch like this, from little bits that you get all over the place, is quite cool. It's a good skill to learn, it's great practice, it gets you using the craft knife, it gets you using glue, it gets you painting things, and those are really good skills. So on that one hand, it's really quite good, and I'm glad that they're giving us something to do and getting us actively engaged in building scratch built kits. But on the other hand, it's really cheeky. I mean, we're paying $7.99 or $8.99 an issue, whatever it is. I can't remember off the top of my head. And yet they are asking us to go out and spend extra money quite regularly now for things to add to the layout. Why not just give us this in a kit? But then, if they gave it as in a kit, we wouldn't get a chance to learn about any of this, would we? So, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Comment below. But I really can't decide whether it's a great thing that they've got us doing this, or it's a really bad, cheeky, you're having a laugh kind of thing. I genuinely don't know. But anyway, that's what's included in part 7 so far. And then we've got something on railways and the class system. This sounds intriguing. In 19th century Britain, there was an assumption that everyone should know their place. Right. Well, this is actually quite interesting. I find the social history of railways very interesting. You know, for example, you had first, second and third class, and then the second was dropped, it was just first and third, and there were books written about the etiquette of how to behave and how to act on train stations and stuff, and I think lots of historians, I'm sounding like some deaf BBC4 now, but I think that lots of historians would and do find it interesting to learn all about the way that the railways changed the society of Britain. Really, really quite interesting. So I'm going to find that quite interesting to read about, believe it or not. And then we've got another little article here called Railway Mania. In the 1840s, investors saw the potential for the growth of railway travel. A frenzy of financial speculation gripped Britain. I already do know quite a lot about this. And in fact, this was covered in a TV series that was on television not long ago by Dan Snow. And he did look at how once everyone realised railways were the thing, it was kind of like the dot-com boom. Once everyone realised the internet was the place to be, the place to make some money, everyone jumped on. And back in the 1840s and 1850s, when railways were being built faster than you could, heat up a microwave meal, we'll gloss over the fact that microwaves didn't exist then, everybody, again, did jump onto it, and they were building railways really fast all over the country, and there was a lot of money to be made. But equally, there was a lot of money to be lost. A lot of people went bankrupt, and not every railway line made money. So that's going to be quite interesting as well. So it's a very history-focused issue, isn't it? In fact, with building a little bus shelter out of matchsticks and gluing down some grass, this whole issue it's very Sunday afternoon with your granddad, isn't it? I think it is. That's what issue 7 is all about. Turn the TV off. Let's sit down at table, and we'll build a bus shelter, and we'll stick some grass. No, in fact, the instructions said to leave it alone, didn't they? Yep, hands off. So we'll build our bus shelter, and we'll read all about how the history of Britain's railways changed the history of Britain. Okay. Anyway, I've done enough of these your model railway villages for one day. So I'm going to go and have a break. And again, as ever, thank you for watching. Watch out for all the little extra videos on how I put all this stuff together. And I'll see you soon.